So what have you named it? What have you named it?
Burnout Shitbox Rally in business.
No, you said you wanted to introduce your plant. What have you named it?
Name what? What plan? Was there a plan? Was there a plan behind the plan? There's no plans behind the plan. No, of course there's plans.
No, the
What's the
plant.
plan? Oh,
Plant.
the plant. I haven't given it a name, so can you guys? Well, apart from this one that's growing, I'm gonna move that across to another, and then get it to grow again. But what do you guys want me to call my snake plant? Snaky? I don't know.
I'll let others name it. I won't name it.
Name. All right. No name.
Let's get something more original.
Let's give him a name. Let's give him a core name.
What's a core name?
Well, didn't we have like Corey as a mascot, and now looking
Corey? I forgot about Corey.
How can you forget about Corey? Jeez.
Well, he's not. He's an imagination piece at the moment, so we've got to make him real.
So he's got Corey the AI, and maybe Corey the AI will be speaking to you guys in the future.
The Corey bot.
Yes. How are you guys this morning? I've got my coffee. Does Andrew have his coffee?
I do.
Is that like
that's what everyone is joining for?
is that what
two grown men sipping coffee?
You know Dave Letterman? Dave Letterman used to just have these cups there, but didn't have anything in them.
No, I didn't really watch that show.
Okay, didn't have anything in them.
Would he pretend to drink the cups?
Well, yeah, you just pretend, because then it gives you time to think about your next question. It was like a strategy, wasn't it? If you've got a drink there, you take a quick sip, and it gives you time to pause. So there we go. Now he's pausing. That's a bloody long pause.
Oh.
So how are you guys out on the social media?
The social
land
platform web thingy-majiggy.
Thingy-majiggy. What's it? TikTok, get your act together so we can have an RTMP directly to our TikTok lives. This would be so much more fun with integration to... They're only doing it for the US. And are they doing it in the US? No. We'd like to have it. Anyway, chats are open. Oh, wrong way again. Chats are open. Oh, I removed the mirror. So I can now point exactly at the right.
So we're getting there.
Above.
Getting there.
So if anyone's out there.
Along the way.
Yeah. So Burnout's coming up. Burnout conversation coming up. What's the go there?
11th of August.
It's 11th
Burnout.
of August.
I'm sure we're all experienced it, or we have experienced it, or we're going through it. Yes. So it'd be great just to have conversations around it, and hearing from other people.
Find out from experienced people who've gone through it themselves, and as well as dealing with a lot of burnout from people, and not only from corporate, from corporate to small business to anything that you might have. It's easy to get burnt out these days because we seem to not have enough time for lots of things, not enough time for us. So, Andrew, if we don't have enough time for us, what happens to us? For ourselves, that is.
Get burnt out.
Burn out.
Either get burnt out or go do burnout. So, no. I was just wanting to.
Don't give me coffee in the morning. That's what happens.
Yeah, I know. I was reading Gary Martin's article this morning about what do you call it? Workload scaling.
What
So
does
he said,
workload
what's the
scaling
ultimate
mean?
in workplace flexibility? It's not working remotely, it's workload scaling. Scale it up or down to match your life's commitments. Work 120%, 120% FTE. What's FTE? Please explain.
I don't know.
Now?
You're the one reading this. You're the
FTE
one
now?
reading. You're the
Gary,
one
what's
reading this
FTE? And
article.
80% when you need to, or 70%, 20%, but workload
Do we have
scaling.
to look that up?
Right.
FTE. I've got other things I'd like to say. Full-time equivalent. FTE is full-time equivalent.
Okay.
So
There we go.
say that again. Now that we
FTE.
understand what FTE
Okay,
is.
so work 120% FTE now.
Okay. How? What? No, well, not. What is it? What do you have to do? What do we do? Read his article. Well, you're the one that read it, so why don't you tell us
Oh, okay.
what you
Well,
got
there's
from it?
so 9-day fortnights, part-time work, flying flat rosters, and work from home regimes sit alongside mounting calls for the introduction of the 6-hour workday and the 4-day working week. There is only one problem, though well-intentioned current flexible work arrangements go nowhere near far enough to help us navigate the peaks and troughs of responsibilities that fall outside work.
And you know, yeah, I did read that as well. I did read the article, and what about the things that are based on something physical? And the people that trade time for money. How does that work? Like a physician who has to consult and go, hey, these are this is a 45-minute session. You're paying for 45 minutes.
And then,
How do you do that?
and then
So there has to be solutions around it, of course. And you know the biggest part that I'm seeing is the travel times that people have to go to get to their work. It takes 2 hours out of their time each day, and if you have to travel for a specific job, it might be like a 2.5 hour travel every morning, especially during peak time. During peak time's hard as well, right? Because now everyone's out there. So
how are
ScoMo
they
may have
feeling
this
once
thing
they've done the
about,
travel? How do they feel once they enter the workplace?
well,
Just
I
had to
feel
fight,
bloody stressed. It's like, oh,
and fight the traffic, and
someone beeping at
bloody
me.
the
Oof.
drivers that can't drive like the person driving. That's saying bloody drivers can't drive.
Yeah, well, can they drive?
And then finishing up a full day's work and then driving all the way back home. How do they feel?
Then there's families. Then you have your kids, right? You pick up your kids. They're wanting to spend time with you, and yeah, you're
Attention.
stressed out. You like, how do you give that attention? How do you remember how you mentioned something in the past that there was a guy who had another room that he goes through before he walks in? What was that?
Yeah, who trying to remember back to that, but it was about that third space.
The third
Yes.
space. Oh,
No, someone else came up with it, but I am going to claim it. I have every right to. But it was that space where he would be at work, and then he built another door into, I think, his bedroom, because there was also the ensuite and that. But that was where he could go freshen up, get changed out of all his work clothes, and then go from the bedroom out into the rest of the house and meet the family. So rather than coming straight in the door and meeting them, he actually had that space where he could
Time.
just gather time to gather himself, and then
Time
go
to
in.
breathe out. Time to release all the day. Are we doing that today? Is that something we need to be doing? Yes.
Maybe.
I'm looking here because then I'm looking at your reaction. It's not quite kind of squared with the screen.
No,
at the moment, so I'm gonna have to.
I did have a I thought I
Here
was
we
about
go.
to have an interruption. The crazies. But yeah, anyway, but that's maybe like a gym. So people going to the gym, obviously, fitness, working out, stress relief.
When's the last time
Other
you
people,
exercised?
me, took the dog for a walk.
Truthfully, this morning, the other night, 2 nights ago,
the other
ago,
night.
4 nights ago.
I haven't. Not since I was playing soccer. That all stopped with the pandemic.
Pandemic.
Mm.
What are we doing to replace that? Because I'm sure you're not the only one that's going through that. The kids had to go through that because just doing this parent-teacher night the other night, it was the first one after 2 years. We just thought, oh, hang on, this is weird. We didn't even know where we're going at this point. Like where the rooms are, where are all the teachers? So I had to ask all the kids, go, hey, where do I go for this room? Oh, it's over there, I'll show you.
Been so long.
It feels so long that we have fallen out of these habitual. We've fallen out of the habits that we had, but it's also given us a chance to reset from some of the habits. But we may have gone and added extra things.
G'day, Marie.
Good morning, Marie. How's it going?
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, coffee. Where's your coffee? How's it going, Marie? What's happening?
Oh, hang on. I'm nearly finished. What?
So Andrew's got a couple of tips for you guys. If you go live, you need to ensure that you've got a lot of snacks.
I thought I bought myself 15 minutes of time.
Daddy!
One
So I'm having tech issues. So sitting online to get it all sorted, living the dream. My goodness, you're having tech issues, but you managed to get on here. So the tech issues are still all right then. Parent life. I seem to be all alone again here, so I'm just gonna take Andrew out for a second and take over. Can I do this? Oh, look, I've taken over. It's all mine. He's gone. The third space is gone. The idea of third is gone. With your course and platform. So tell us about your course and platform, Marie. What's going on? By the way, we've got Shitbox Rally coming up in October. We're looking for donations as well. So I'm just gonna put that in the chat here. I'm just gonna pin that. Oh, something went wrong. Oh my goodness. I'm about to launch a sales implementation program. My team can't upload anything onto it, which is a little frustrating. Oh, that's technical issues.
submit a support call.
Click on your computer.
Yeah.
Click
No.
my computer. Not my computer. Oh, jeez. Did that make it to any other part other than TikTok? Was that just a
I'm not
TikTok thing?
sure.
What? Click on my computer. What are you doing on my
It's like
computer?
support and support. Uh, tomorrow, state of mind.
State of mind. Laura from the US.
Yes, we have Laura coming on, and that'll be a great talk. Um, energy, how she's grown her business in Australia and took it over to the US, hitting some hard times. And I don't know everything about it, but that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. She will be live from the US.
I didn't quite know, but I was just gonna jump into it and go, yeah. And of course, you're probably gonna like hold me to times, and if is there a way for me to flag and remove the time from you so it could just go over the times?
Yeah, okay. Maybe there's
No.
a button. Do you need the person over the back that just goes,
oh,
cut. Sounds awesome. Yes, and Marie, while we've got you, it'd be great. We'll reach out because it'd be great to talk to you about what you're up to and your experiences as well. You mentioned burnout coming out the other side.
Oh, so yeah, that burnout session would be good too. Let's have a chat, Marie. You're only down the road from me, actually.
Oh, really? That close?
Yeah, she's very close.
Burnout is balls. Well, if there's one way to explain it, it is many things. Burnout is many things, and it is real.
Yeah, you are. You're just down the road. You're practically you're probably 5 minute, like a 5 minute walk from me. Like walking, just down.
Go for a park run.
Have I experienced? Yes, experienced it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Mm.
You probably even say still. There's still times.
You're freaking out. Don't freak out.
Yeah, don't freak out. So you didn't do it last time, but can we just remind everyone the New South Wales score for the last day of Origin? Can you put the ticker at the bottom?
Really? What? I'll do that. Oh, it's tonight. It's on tonight.
What is it like from a male perspective? Well, I guess it's experience. We've all got different experiences, and I think it's like, how do you, the things you're going through, do you put it back to burnout? Like for me, even, and I sort of go through like the whole anxiety thing. Like I've never really said to myself, that's just anxiety. I haven't really labeled it as such.
Why do we have to label things? Just so we can
And same
call
with
it something?
and same with burnout. But then when you look back at those things and you're going through and the thoughts and the emotions, that it probably all forms part of burnout. And my explanation is probably going to be different to Sandro's and even Marie's.
It's just when you feel like you've got all of these things piling up at the same time, and you're trying to fight the time. It feels like the time is really against you, and you're trying to do things as much as you can to accomplish all the tasks that you put out there, and you tend to also move away from it and do other things. So that's got to be part of the parts of burnout, that you tend to want to look at different vices. You might want to try and avoid doing some things because they're stressing you out in some ways, and there's also times when you, you're not even realizing that you're doing these things, and that to me was burnout. And you try and pressure yourself then afterwards to try and do them when you know that you should be giving yourself a bit of leeway, as well as time to recover from some things, and you need that balance. When you don't realize that you're imbalanced in your own ways, and you stop sleeping, or you have restless nights, and all these happening to you. So a lot of it, a lot of it becomes more of an avoidance. Yeah, it becomes avoiding the things that you don't want to do because you feel really stressed at the same time that you're not realizing that your mind is just not there, and that's part of burnout for me. So yeah.
Well, there's even that, and then what's like mental exhaustion. Sorry, just
Then there's a balance.
this trying to get points across, but need to give someone attention too. You take over.
Take over. So yeah. Yeah. Yes, for me, it's getting my head back in the game. Yeah, it's really getting to that first step forward, one foot forward, and just realizing that you don't need to get things done, and you need to put time for yourself as well. And there's just all these strategies around it, right? But how do you realize that you're going through it first? It's what a lot of people out there don't even realize, that they're burning themselves out. Like it's that's why they talk about, like, you know burning the midnight oil, and you try and do things afterwards, like at specific times when you should be resting. You should be resting because if you really rest or feel rested, you're going to be much more productive. And we don't realize that. And we try and just do things. And that's part of it as well. It's resting, giving ourselves the rest, giving ourselves the recreation, and the full balance. Plus, trying to juggle family, yes, relationships, health, or trying to get your head around what you're really feeling. Yeah, that's harsh. It's a harsh reality with today's society and people's expectations, and the expectations of other people that surround us. And I think we just need to have this talk around it, this conversation with brilliant women that's gone through it, as well as, you know methodologies, and trying to get ourselves out of that mental state. So it's a state of mind. That's why we really started State of Mind. It's just a state of mind for everything that we do. State of mind for not only business, for our health, for our well-being. We've got to set this stage for ourselves in order to be better ourselves, so all the other people around us are better for it.
Just want to get a hotel and run away.
Get that hotel room. Do it.
Alone, is
Alone
that
time.
alone time?
Yeah. Do it. Do it. You need to. You need
Alone
to
time.
both have your alone time, and it's important. It's, it's really important.
I was having a conversation the other day, just over a coffee with a tradie mate, and we were talking about all the things that's life, talking about life, and I said, what's something that you really want to really do just now? You just want to do it. And he paused, took a moment, and said, I just want to stare at that wall. I just want to stare at the wall. I said, all right, we're here now. I'll let you do it. Go stare at the wall. Which kind of got me thinking around be alone, just thinking, sitting and thinking. But then do you go into what's overthinking?
Overthinking is when you're not taking action.
Funk.
So
funk.
Overthinking is resolve by taking the first step. So if you think, oh, I should do this, well, how should I do it? If you think about how you're going to do some things, you like I mentioned to you before, we sit there going, oh, I could do it this way, and oh no, this way might be better. Then you're stuck thinking about it. Then you go into this overthinking process instead of actually doing something about it. When you just do something and then do the next thing, you don't even think about how you're going to be doing it. You just do it.
But how's it going to be perfect?
There's no such thing as perfect. Stop looking for perfect. Oh, jeez. I love it. I love this conversation. Perfection. We can't have perfect. There's no such thing as perfect. Perfect is nature. If you want to look for what's perfect, it's all around us. That's not man-made. That's perfect. We're imperfect. But that's okay. Be accepting. Be okay with it.
Be okay with imperfection.
And look at everything else that's perfect. The tree that's growing. It doesn't need to think about anything else apart from growing, does it? It just grows. It just does things. So we need to be like nature. Or Bruce Lee. Flow with water. Water.
All right. I need to get running.
You need to get running. Don't have the runs.
No, we both do. Is that next, is it? We're going to do
thanks
an
for
afternoon.
Stopping by, Marie. Let's catch up, Marie.
We're going to do an afternoon coffee called Coffee Runs.
Coffee runs.
When everyone's had their 10th coffee of the day.
Don't give me again. We shouldn't be having these chats when I have coffee. Woo!
All right. Thanks for stopping in, Marie.
Thanks, Marie. And let's talk about your business and the sales implementation. Would love to have that chat. All right, guys. Until next time. Oh, until tomorrow. Laura Ratcliffe.
Laura joins us tomorrow.
We'll
be live everywhere.
12 p.m. We'll be live. All right. See you all.